And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. So the New York starting five. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Now here's Middleton. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. McCollum no good. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Here's Coulibaly. Pass to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Washington no good. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Towns with the bucket.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Now here's Middleton. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Hart. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Wizards trail by 5. Outside, George. The Wizards working the ball around now. And the shot goes in.
Letting the big man Sarr go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Here's Anunoby. Bridges outside. Over Coulibaly. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New York. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bridges. Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Hart's got 8 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Coulibaly. Stolen by Clarkson. Yabusele with it. George picks him up. And finished off by Yabusele.
Oh, great feed there by Jalen Brunson. A terrific facilitator.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential. Coulibaly, no good. New York with the ball. Yabusele passes to Clarkson. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
Solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Corey Kispert's checked in for Keyshawn George. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Koulibaly. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And Washington making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. Lots of room. And it's Carrington missing.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
It's deflected.
And there's Whitmore, that 7-foot wingspan coming in handy. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now, here's Kispert. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Knicks. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
Carlton Carrington is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then there's Kispert. Then it's Johnson. And it's Champagnie in at the center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Out left to the wing. Champagnie. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Undrafted back in 2021, Tim, Justin Champagnie is coming into his own.
Yeah, he and his twin brother Julian both getting opportunities, and in the last few seasons solidifying themselves that they can play in this league and have a role on a good team.
They really have. Pass to Kispert. And again, Washington, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Keyshawn George, he's checked in for Kispert. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. And it's Koulibaly in for Cam Whitmore. And so he hits the technical free throw. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, GA, there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want. And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Back to Bridges. Over Middleton. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's McBride. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Pass to Kispert. Cranes the three-pointer. Kispert's got 5 points so far.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Basket counts. And the Knicks lead by 14.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Here's Kispert. He's got 5. Kicks it down to Middleton. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Alexander Song, he's checked in for the Wizards. McCollum comes in for Carlton Carrington. And then for New York, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Ersan Yabusele comes in for Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jordan Clarkson. And that one's good. Towns.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket for Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low. I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Back to McCollum. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's George missing. The Knicks leading by 13. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
George with no one around. From outside, off the mark. And the Knicks with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Good on the triple.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 5 points so far.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And they recover it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
So for the Knicks, Josh Hart comes in for Yabusele. And it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. Middleton can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Hart. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
McCollum kicks to Middleton. No good again that time. And here are the Knicks. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Assist goes
Not
to
the greatest effort
Jalen
there
Brunson.
defensively, and he took advantage.
And McCollum launches it from deep. And so it's the New York Knicks closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been... Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
On the court for the Knicks, we've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
The offensive skill set for Karl-Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Pass to Song. Outside, George. No good with the triple.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Brunson, good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. "90 seconds now into the second half. George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's Anunoby, and Sarr pulls it down. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. George with a screen on Hart. And Sarr throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
You're right, finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The Knicks leading by 23. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Kevin, back to you.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Anunoby, good.
Anunoby.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Right side, George. And it's George finishing it off.
From C.J. McCollum.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
So, Jim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
Clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Misses the jumper.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
And it's Towns penetrating. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Carlton Carrington's checked in for Washington. And there's Bridges on the assist from Brunson. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Washington calls timeout. Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Here's Carrington. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Champagnie, defended by Towns. Offensive rebound, and a wide-open look for McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Wizards. Here's Hart, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside, George from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Yabusele, and finished off by Yabusele.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments. And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's Towns. Whoa, he flew in there.
Wow.
Assist goes to
Oh my.
Mikal Bridges.
Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Wizards shooting about 42% so far. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Towns penetrating. Bucket is good. 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A wide open look here for Koulibaly. And a miss there on the triple. Here's New York. They're on a 13-5 run here. Hart the pass to Bridges. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 18 points.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a match. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Chris Middleton is out there with Kispert. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Champagnie in at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Wizards. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And here are the Knicks now. Here's McBride. The rebound by Carrington.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
The Wizards working the ball around now to the middle. Here's Middleton. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Pass to Dadier. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Assisted. Gerson Yabusele.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now Carrington. Driving in, and he goes in for the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
For Washington, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Champagnie passes to Kispert, and the layup falls.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Robinson, that's good.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Champagnie. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Dadier, defended by Middleton. Deep two from Robinson. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Here's Champagnie. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nice shot by Yabusele.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Pass to Carrington. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Remains with Washington.
Alexander Song, he's checked in for Washington. Hill comes in for Corey Kispert. And New York with a change here too. Kolek's checked in. Here's Sarr, and the three ball is good.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
And finished off by Yabusele.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Middleton with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Johnson left side. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from outside. Here's Kolek, defended by Carrington. And that one's good. Kolek. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gill. For 3, Middleton. Here's Gill, beyond the arc. The rebound by Yabusele.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New York.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Josh Hart.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. George comes in for Gill, and McCollum subbed in for Carlton Carrington.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
And taken away by Johnson. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
From 12 feet out, rebounded by McCollum. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Middleton the pass to George. Here's Johnson. Again, the Wizards score.
A productive area for Johnson a lot of nights. With his high release, he could become a serious mid-range threat.
Here's Clarkson, and he makes good on the layup.
Clarkson, assisted by Miles McBride.
5 seconds left in the fourth. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And terrific, Allie, thanks. And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan.